สวัสดีครับทุกคนครับวันนี้ Tomorrow พาทุกคนมาที่สำนักงานใหญ่ของ Nestlé ประจำประเทศไทยนะครับวันนี้เราได้มาที่ออฟฟิศของ Nestlé แล้วผมอยากชวนทุกคนเล่นเกมไปพร้อมกับผมนะครับเกมที่ว่าจะเป็นคำถามครับคำถามคือจาก4แบรนด์ที่คุณจะได้ยินหลังจากนี้แบรนด์ไหนเป็นของ Nestlé ข้อ A Nescafe ข้อ B Maggi ข้อ C KitKat และข้อ D Dog Minere คำตอบที่ถูกต้องคือถูกทุกข้อครับสินค้าของ Nestlé เนี่ยอยู่คู่สังคมไทยมายาวนานและรอบด้านจริงๆนะครับจนหลายแบรนด์เนี่ยเราอาจจะไม่เคยรู้มาก่อนว่าเป็นของ Nestlé ด้วยพอพูดถึงความยาวนานแล้วอีกหนึ่งคำถามที่อยากจะถามคือ Nestlé เนี่ยอยู่คู่สังคมไทยมานานกี่ปีแล้วครับ100ครับ100 ปีเป็นคำตอบที่ยังผิดอยู่ดีครับน้อยไปครับ100 ปีเนี่ยฟังดูยาวนานนะครับแต่ว่าความจริงแล้ว Nestlé เนี่ยอยู่คู่กับสังคมไทยมากว่า130 ปีเต็มครับวันนี้ผมจะไปคุยกับคุณวิกเตอร์เซียนะครับคุณวิกเตอร์เซียเป็น CEO และ Chairman ของ Nestlé Indochina เราจะไปคุยกันครับว่าการปรับตัวของ Nestlé ตลอด130 ปีที่ผ่านมาแม้ว่าจะยาวนานแต่ก็ยังคงผลิตสินค้าใหม่ๆเกาะกระแสโลกที่เปลี่ยนแปลงไปโดยเฉพาะในช่วง 5-6 ปีหลังที่โลกเนี่ยเปลี่ยนแปลงไปอย่างมากNestlé มีปรัชญาวิธีคิดและแนวทางการทำงานอย่างไรที่สามารถอยู่ในสังคมไทยมายาวนานกว่า130 ปีครับ Good afternoon and thank you for having me here. It's an honor for me to get to learn about Nestlé and yourself. Especially it's becoming 130 years of Nestlé penetrating market in Thailand, right? So make tomorrow today is my team slogan because our team is like today.I want to hear Nestlé slogan and the stories behind it.
Well, Nestlé has been, I think, for a long time, the good food, good life company. You know, if you look at our purpose of Nestlé, it is to unlock the power of food, to enhance the quality of life, right, for consumers today and for generations to come. And that means we want to provide tastier and healthier food and beverages to all consumers so that they can live a healthier life. For 130 years, we have been in Thailand. We have a portfolio of brands that has served all walks of life, all ages, for people and pets. You know, with brands like Nescafe, KitKat, Milo, Purina, and local brands like Minere.
Can you start off with what you have learned so far about the uniqueness of Thai market?
From a Thailand perspective, of course, the consumers are very different from any other part in the world. I think the difference in Thailand is that it's a very advanced food and beverage market. So you can actually see a lot of new concepts, new products, new ideas actually start in Thailand and it become very, very fast. I mean, a simple example would be on liquid. You know, Thailand has probably one of the largest liquid portfolios.In the region and in the world, so it's something that you know it's a very uniquely different to any other part of the world. From a Nestlé perspective, I know we treat consumers as local consumers. We believe there is no such thing as a global consumer. So in each of the places we operate, we work on the local consumers, local consumer insights, understanding what the consumers want in every part of the world. And even you look at Thailand specifically, it's not just Bangkok. Bangkok is not Thailand. You know, 50% of Thai lives in rural areas and 50% live in urban areas. So again, it's two different sets of consumers. So really understanding the consumers is very important for us. So again, from a Nestlé perspective, global headquarters in Switzerland, very principled, localized in many markets.Right, and then supported by global technology. We have actually 23 R&D centers around the world, each one focusing on an area of expertise, and 10 what we call product technology centers. So R&D does the research behind nutrition. Our product technology centers take this research and turn it into food and beverage, working with our local factories to turn it to a local taste for the Thai consumer. So tastier, clearly coming from the Thai taste buds.And healthier coming from the Nestlé research and supported above the market.
What are unique consumer behavior of Thai?
Thai people really look more at convenience. Again, with increasing trends post the COVID situation, Thais also beginning to want healthier products. So again, a bit emphasis on low sugar, low sodium products, something that the Thai consumers constantly want improvement on. Obviously, we look at our brands, right? I mean, we try to talk to our brands. Right? So if you look at our brands, let's say Nescafe, which is quite a big brand, no? You know, we've done consumer insight, and we realized the taste of consumers have changed. So again, with Nescafe brand, for example, we offer many different variants now, right? With more balanced coffee, we have a low sugar variant, we have a variant that can be made cold because in Thailand, a lot of consumers are starting to consume cold coffee. Another thing that has, I guess, starting to become a trend also in Thailand is sustainability. Consumers are now aware of sustainability issues, and while today there's still a value action gap, consumers say something while not fully still wanting to pay for it. There's a lot of awareness, and I think Thailand is actually quite leading in this area. And a time will come, the consumers will even have more importance in sustainability issues.
So I believe you have been adjusting yourself a lot, not only your 6 years here, but 130 years of Nestlé as well, right?
Yes, we have been here for 130 years. Clearly, lots of adjustments over a long period of time to become relevant to the consumers in Thailand.
Speaking of sustainability, what are the key things that Nestlé trying to penetrate?
So, as you know, climate change is a big issue. Nestlé has a commitment towards net zero in 2050. But instead of waiting till 2050, we have actually milestones for 2025. So we actually break the big agenda into small parts so that we can actually have actionable actions for the consumers and for the country. So in Nestlé, we have 4 areas we look at. The first one is sustainable packaging. So we have a commitment by 2025 to have 95% of our packaging to be recyclable. I'm happy to say that we are already there for Nestlé Thailand, and we have many initiatives like paper packaging, paper straw, RPET for our bottled water business. The second area is sustainable sourcing. 2/3 of global emissions come from the agriculture and sourcing that we buy from. So that's again a very critical area we are looking at. Again, happy to say that as of today, already all our coffee and our fresh milk are already 100% sustainability source. One area that we really focus on is this thing called creating shared value. So we actually, for example, work with about 3,000 coffee and dairy farmers. We'll teach them to get more efficient, so that they get better yield on the things they do. We teach them about regenerative agriculture, and in return, while they get better, we will also purchase products from them. The third area is water stewardship, where we have to replenish. Our commitment is to replenish the water that we take out of the ground for our water factories. So we have a program in our Ayutthaya factory, and that's already 100% replenished. And we're working with our Surat Thani factory right now, and we will achieve that by 2025. And lastly, on carbon emissions, we have a program or commitment to ensure that we have a 20% reduction in carbon. And again, with all the initiatives we are doing, like renewable energy and low carbon technology, we are well on track to achieve this for 2025. So a lot of work to be done, but clearly that's something that we will continue to drive hard in our sustainability agenda. The most important thing, of course, for us is we want to make consumers more aware and to start caring about this, because it's really good for Thailand and good for the planet.
Imagine you run a business that committing to higher standard, and also there are every household using your products. There must be a lot of challenges that you have overcome. Can you share me some of it?
Well, maybe to start with, let's talk about COVID, which was probably the most recent challenge most people can remember. When COVID first happened, we had 3 priorities as an organization. The first, to ensure the safety of our employees. We were probably one of the first to start working from home, having team segregation, and all the things that happened during COVID, clearly to keep our people safe. Secondly was ensuring supply. I mean, at that time, supply chain was a bit of a critical issue. Shipments were getting difficult. So we really made all efforts to ensure that we could supply the market. We provide food and beverages, which is very important to the consumers and much needed, like you said, in every household. Yes. And it was very important for us to really focus on driving and ensuring supply. And thirdly, when we could, and when things were getting slightly better, we started to help communities. Like, we gave donations to the Red Cross. We helped with PPEs to the hospitals. We supported the policemen on the road when they were doing the segregations. So we really tried to become part of the community during this difficult time. Now, as COVID ended, commodity prices took a big turn. So if you've seen the world, inflation and prices started to go up everywhere in the world. So after the COVID period, a lot of our effort was on driving efficiencies, right, to ensure that we could manage the cost increase in the entire portfolio. And as of today, really, as we come out of COVID, we need to make sure that we transform our business, our portfolio, to make sure we are relevant for the future. We spoke a little bit about earlier, as COVID ended, certain things are not relevant anymore, and certain things are more relevant. So, an example would be consumers now want healthier products, particularly in Thailand where there's a healthy aging population. So something we will have to refocus our portfolio on. I spoke a little bit earlier about liquid portfolio versus powdered portfolio. During COVID, powdered products did well, but as COVID ended, impulse, the liquid portfolio, the convenience business, again, is starting to rebound. And that's something we will start to continue to focus on. So these are some of the areas we're looking at, the challenges we've had and some of the areas we're doing to overcome some of these challenges. Yeah.
Another factor that's important in every organization is pillars. And for Nestlé, it's good for you and good for the planet.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more about this pillar of the corporation?
So if you look at Nestlé, Nestlé has been the good food, good life company. That's been our direction for many, many years, as you can see from the shirt.
Yes.
Good food, good life. I think reiterated in today's language is good for you, and then good for the planet. Good for the planet, I spoke a little bit about already, right? About net zero and some of the things we are doing, the initiatives we are doing towards sustainability to ensure our planet is a better place to live in. I'll speak a little bit more about good for you. So first thing is good for you means we want to ensure that we have tastier and healthy products to ensure that our consumers live better lives. So Nestlé announced a nutrition direction way forward. So basically that's based on two principles. One is that we will make our products more nutritious. So taste again is non-negotiable for us. Taste is very important for us because we are a food company. But within the taste of our portfolio, we will make our products more nutritious. So I just give you an example. For example, in Thailand, we have 100 of our products that is the healthier choice logo. Right. So again, how do we get more products into the healthier choice logo, and how do we grow that faster? So that's a Nestlé global direction, reiterated locally. In this part. And secondly is really we want to ensure that consumers have a balanced diet. So I'm saying, if you want to have a Nestlé ice cream or a Nestlé confectionery chocolate, Kit Kat, it's fine. But we have to make sure that you have it in a balanced way. The other thing we also do, because we are a food company and we believe in tastier and healthier options, we believe in also educating the Thai public about a balanced diet. And we have many programs like Nestlé for Healthier Kids or the Nestlé Caravan that will actually teach Thais more about nutrition and having a balanced diet. So these are the two of the directions we are moving forward from a good for you perspective.
It's quite a relief for me to hear that taste and nutritious can go at the same time.
Yes.
Because as you may know, like Thai people, we are like, the taste of the food is very important. Not only in dining space, but in our life.
Yes.
So it can go together, right?
Absolutely.
Your answer just made my day.
Good. Have more Nestlé products.
Okay, one more sip of this.
Yes. Thank you. Cheers.
It's a good chance for me to come and listen to you today. as well because aside from being a host, I'm also leading my team as well. But my team is much smaller than what Thailand Nestlé is running. But I want to hear that under your leadership, what kind of direction you want Nestlé to head towards?
From a corporate perspective, again, we believe in the local consumers. Right? And consumers are the heart of everything that we do. Having said that, we want to continue to drive innovation, which is critical for us. Innovation is the heart of what we do, and we need to continue to drive innovation for food and beverages for our consumers. And secondly, really, as digitalization becomes more important in the world, how do we really drive digitalization to become more efficient and with more scale as we take our business forward? So that's something very, very critical that we do. Then maybe on the people aspect, if we talk about leadership, respect is one of our core values in Nestlé. Respect for individuals, respect for each another, respect for the planet, something that is the heart of what we do. So having respect is very critical in our organization. So as we move forward, with that as a backdrop, I believe three things will really drive high performance for us. Number one is efficiency, right? So how do we become more effective, more resilient, faster, more adaptable? The second one is empowerment. How do we become more risk-taking, more accountable to the things that we do? And the third one is engagement. How do we listen more to our employees and also encourage employees to speak more so that we can have a high-performance organization? We will also continue to upgrade our employees through functional training programs. If you're in marketing, we give you more marketing training. If you're in a factory, we'll give you more factory training. That's something during the COVID was a very difficult time to do, as well as leadership training, as you spoke about. There are many first-time leaders, and as we move now to a more remote culture, I think leadership is even more critical as we take our business forward.
I come here and I'm very impressive of how charisma and how healthy you are.
I don't know about healthy, but I try.
But consider like myself, like I said, I'm working with like 50 people and they are stressed and they are like, being the top of the corporation, you need to deal with things. How do you approach to it? Especially you are working in a company that is like good food and good life.
Well, for me, I'm very fortunate to work in a company that has the same values and principles that I have. So there's this concept called doing well by doing good. So I believe I can do well in a company like Nestlé who believes in doing good for society. Right? So again, producing good food so that consumers have good life is really important for the company. And for me, I think it really fits my personal beliefs, right? That I can do well by doing good. If you look at the challenges we face, one of the things that I have learned really is that we have to focus on what matters. There's so many things in your day that can distract you, and there's so many things that you may not have full control of. One of the leadership lessons I've learned from a long time ago is really to focus on what matters. There are prioritize what the big things are that can help your company win, and then stay very, very focused and ensuring that you put your best people behind that and the best resources behind that to making work. The other thing, of course, is keep learning. The world keeps changing, and for me, I am totally not so digitally advanced compared to all the young people out there. And one thing that we have installed in Nestlé is a reverse mentorship program, for example, where actually I have a mentor who's a young person who is very digitally savvy, talks to me, once in 2 weeks, teach me about what's happening with TikTok and with all the things out there that I'm totally still learning. So that's something that's really, really important. And then lastly, of course, getting a work-life balance, right? It's not so easy for everybody today, but I think it's really good to balance your work with exercise, with what you like, and as well as mental health. I think today one of the things after the COVID period, mental health has become a very more aware. People are much more aware of mental health, and it's something I think we must continue to talk about to make sure that employees are actually not uncomfortable in talking about mental health. So I think if you really can do all these things, I think that's a nice way of running having a nice work-life balance. From a Nestlé Thailand perspective, we have a 2-day work from the office policy. Again, before COVID, 2 days to work in the office. Again, before COVID, it was 5 days. Although we've always had a policy of having 1 day working from home, nobody ever did it. When COVID happened, people learned they could do it. And now we say 2 days, but I think people are coming to the office 3 days, 4 days. Again, we try to create an environment that they want to come. But if they don't want to come, it's fine because it's really about effectiveness and getting the right balance for yourself. I think today's world we have to trust people that they will do the job wherever they are.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you.
1 ชั่วโมงนอกจากกาแฟที่สดใหม่แล้วเรายังได้ความรู้เต็มๆจากคุณวิกเตอร์เซียนะครับเราได้เรียนรู้ว่า Nestlé ที่เป็นธุรกิจด้านอาหารระดับโลกที่ต้องยืนยันเรื่องของความปลอดภัยแต่ว่าในเวลาเดียวกันก็สามารถดำเนินนโยบายที่กล้าเสี่ยงกล้าลองถ้ามันจะเกิดประโยชน์ให้กับสังคมเราได้เรียนรู้ว่าองค์กรที่ยาวนานกว่า130 ปีแต่ว่าในเวลาเดียวกันก็ยังคงความเป็นวัยรุ่นความสดใหม่ความยังแอดฮาร์ดทั้งหมดนี้คือ Tomorrow กับผมเอ็มนพจักรอัตนนท์นะครับ